In the quaint village of Elmswood, a young girl named Bella found solace in the untouched wilderness of the sprawling forest that bordered her home. An adventurer at heart, she relished the myriad of vibrant greens and the symphony of chirping birds that accompanied her on her daily explorations. One afternoon, as the golden sun filtered through the canopy, Bella stumbled upon something peculiar. Nestled in a clearing was a solitary oak tree. Its trunk adorned with an ethereal face carved into the bark. Its features were gentle yet marked with age, with eyes that seemed to twinkle with a hidden magic. "Hello," the tree whispered, its voice like the rustling of leaves in the breeze. Bella blinked in surprise, glancing around to see if anyone else was there. Finding herself alone, she turned back to the mystical tree, captivated by the possibility of wonder. "Did you just speak?" she asked hesitantly, stepping closer with her heart pounding in awe. The tree smiled softly, its wooden lips curving. "Yes, indeed I did. It's been ages since I've spoken to anyone. Many come and go, but none have stopped to listen. Will you be my friend, dear Bella?" Her heart swelled with compassion and curiosity. "Of course. I've never met a talking tree before," she replied sincerely, bewildered by the magic unfurling before her. From that day on, Bella visited the lonely tree whenever she could. They would share tales of the world beyond the forest, and the tree would whisper ancient stories held within its rings. Bella loved hearing about the history it had witnessed and learned valuable lessons from the wisdom of the old tree. With each visit, Bella's bond with the enchanted tree grew stronger, filling the once quiet glade with laughter and companionship. The lonely tree, now surrounded by the warmth of friendship, stood proudly once more, knowing it was no longer alone in the forest. Once upon a time, in a quaint village surrounded by lush landscapes, there stood an ancient tree that had long lost its grandeur. Its branches were bare, stretching out like skeletal fingers against the azure sky. The villagers often spoke in hushed whispers of the tree's curse, passed down through generations, but not many knew of its origins. Bella, a curious and kind-hearted girl who loved listening to her grandmother's tales, was particularly fascinated by the story of the ancient tree. According to the elders' lore, a sorcerer had cursed the tree many centuries ago, preventing it from ever growing leaves. Intrigued by this tale, Bella decided that she must uncover the truth and, if possible, break the curse. One day, when the sun hung low in the sky, painting the village in shades of gold and crimson, Bella ventured to the old tree. The air around it was unusually still, and as she approached, a soft murmur met her ears. It was the tree itself, speaking in ancient whispers, revealing its long-held secret. To lift the curse and restore its lush green leaves, Bella would have to find a rare rainbow seed hidden within the mystical, enchanted meadow. Determined, Bella embarked on her journey, guided by the echoes of the tree's voice. She strode past murmuring streams, through whispering woods, and across rolling hills. Bella reached the meadow awash with hues she had never seen before. Each step she took released waves of vibrant colors that danced around her. In the heart of the meadow, Bella stumbled upon a patch of iridescent grass where a small, luminescent object caught her eye: the rainbow seed. It glimmered like a prism in the sun's dying light. Carefully, Bella plucked it from the earth and cradled it as if it were the most precious artifact. With the rainbow seed secure in her grasp, Bella hurried back to the village and placed it gently upon the ancient tree's roots. As if by magic, the seed dissolved into radiant beams, spiraling upwards along the tree's trunk. Almost instantly, emerald leaves unfurled from its branches, ushering in a chorus of rustling that spoke of renewal and promise. The tree stood majestic once more, a symbol of resilience and hope. Deep down, Bella knew the village had been touched by something truly miraculous, and the ancient stories would now speak of her adventures, of the girl who listened to whispers in the wind and found a way to restore life to the bare, old tree. Bella braved the meadow, a place infamous for its tricky illusions and thorny vines. It was a path many feared to tread, but Bella, with her quiet determination and unwavering courage, knew she had to attempt it. The legend spoke of a precious treasure hidden deep within, the shimmering rainbow seed, a source of incredible power and wonder. Bella took her first step, feeling the earth's soft give beneath her feet, the air brimming with enigmatic energy. The meadow, as deceptively innocent as it appeared from afar, was a master of illusion, its real dangers shrouded beneath a facade of wildflowers and gentle breezes. The vines, though beautiful with their delicate blossoms, bore thorns eager to ensnare the unwary. Bella had prepared well, studying old maps and tales that marked the perils of her journey. Her heart, though pounding with trepidation, was steeled by a determination that tempered her every move. With each step, she carefully navigated the illusionary pitfalls designed to mislead. Her sharp mind was her armor. It dissected the illusions, revealing safe passages that led her deeper into the heart of the meadow. Time seemed to stretch as the sun moved leisurely across the sky. The air, heavy with the scent of grass and mystery, whispered of both danger and destiny. Bella's journey became a mental battleground as much as a physical one, testing every ounce of her resolve. But at the brink of despair, when sunset painted the sky in hues of crimson and gold, Bella's eyes caught sight of a gleaming residue reflecting the dying light. Her heart soared. It was the rainbow seed, resting amidst an embrace of lacy vines. As she approached, the last of the meadow's illusions shimmered and cracked, dissolving like mist as she reached for her prize. In that moment, Bella realized the true treasure was not just the seed itself, but the courage she found within her and the clarity to see beyond deceit. The meadow, once a formidable adversary, had become a crucible that reshaped her spirit, a reminder that beyond the illusory dangers of any meadow, there lay the potential for true discovery and growth. In a hidden glade deep within the whispering woods, Bella, a spirited young maiden with fiery red hair and an insatiable curiosity for the magical world, stood before the ancient Will-o-wisp tree. It was said that the tree held a curse, bestowed centuries ago by a vengeful sorceress whose heart had been scorned. Since that day, the forest had dimmed, with shadows echoing melancholy whispers. Yet, within Bella's heart, there was hope and a belief in the power of nature to heal itself. With a satchel filled with remnants of her grandmother's old spells and a shimmering seed given by the wizened village elder, she knelt by the tree's roots. Her grandmother had often spoken of a time when the forest thrived and sung with life, its melody lost to misdeeds of the past. The key to salvation lies in humble beginnings, her grandmother would say. Driven by those words, Bella dug a small hole and tenderly placed the seed within the earth. Golden sunlight broke through the dense foliage, casting a warm glow. With a whispered incantation carried by the wind, the seed pulsated with life. It was as if the forest collectively held its breath. Moments passed, and a tender sprout unfurled from the soil, reaching upward with yearning. In an instant, the will-o-wisp tree responded. Colorful leaves burst forth, cascading hues of autumn brilliance. Petals of amethyst, ruby, and emerald draped the once barren branches. The forest sighed in relief, a pulse of vitality spreading through its heart. Around Bella, creatures of the forest emerged from their hiding places. Deer with glistening coats stepped lightly. Birds polished with twilight tones filled the sky with their jubilant chorus, and the brook, which had been a mere whisper, now babbled with laughter. The transformation was undeniable. The curse had been broken. As Bella stood in awe, the will-o-wisp tree, now vibrant and alive, bowed its branches as if to acknowledge her bravery and the restoration of balance. a serene sentinel of strength. The guardian of the forest had been reborn. Amidst a sprawling green forest stood the ancient guardian tree, its branches stretching toward the heavens and its roots delving into the heart of the earth. Many travelers had walked its hallowed grounds, but few had ever received its legendary blessing. Bella, a young and curious girl with a heart brimming with kindness, often ventured into this sacred part of the woodlands. Her love for nature and all its creatures was unmatched, and she spent countless days exploring every nook and cranny of the mystical grove. One serene afternoon, as Bella sat nestled against the enormous trunk of the guardian tree, she heard a soft whisper carried by the wind. Soft as a lullaby, the voice seemed to emanate from the tree itself. "Thank you," it sighed, in a language Bella newly understood. "For the laughter you bring and the care you show." In gratitude for her unwavering companionship and love, the guardian tree bestowed upon Bella a magical pendant. This pendant, a thing of ethereal beauty and gentle glow, held the power to let Bella understand the language of animals and plants. In that moment, the world around Bella transformed. Through her connection with the pendant, each rustling leaf had a story. Each chirping bird sang a song only she could comprehend. With newfound abilities, Bella roamed the forest, speaking with the creatures and learning from the wise old trees. She discovered that the forest faced threats, for there were those who intended to harm its natural splendor for personal gain. Armed with her gift, Bella resolved to defend her verdant home. She communicated with a council of creatures, families of birds, vigilant foxes, and ancient oaks. They devised a clever plan that would protect the foliage and fauna from imminent danger. Years rolled by, and Bella grew alongside the forest, her presence always a harbinger of safety and serenity. Her name became synonymous with the whispering winds and the rustling leaves. Bella and the guardian tree stood as eternal friends, their bond unyielding. The magical pendant, once merely a symbol of gratitude, had become an emblem of the harmony between humanity and nature. Testament to the unyielding connection one could forge with the earth, should they only choose to listen.